So let us continue to learn about our next part in the Yoga Sutras. So, as we have already discussed in detail about the definition of yoga, we have seen what are vrittis, we have seen what are the different stages of samadhi, we have also seen Kriya Yoga, the kleshas, what are the outcomes of the kleshas, what is Ashtanga Yoga. So, in this particular chapter, the third chapter, Maharishi Patanjali starts with the information about the dharana, dhyan, samadhi, and then he talks in detail about what all different types of siddhis you achieve when you start practicing yoga, mainly the antarang yoga. Because see, when you practice yam niyam asan pranayam up to pratyahar, it is basically preparing you for the higher practices of yoga, which you can say is your dharana, dhyan, and samadhi. Before dharana, your body has to be physically fit. Pranic level also has to be perfectly balanced. With the practice of yamas and niyamas, you have to balance your body, mind, and soul, everything. And then, by the practice of pratyahar, there has to be withdrawal of all the sensory attractions. Because see, whenever you have these attractions or sensory attractions inside you, naturally you'll have multiple thoughts also related to them. And if you have those thoughts, it will be very difficult for you to focus on the sadhana. So that is the reason you have to practice all these things first before practicing dharana. Now, I want to tell you something very important also, because see, today most of the people are teaching meditation. They say it is meditation, but basically, if you see the technique, if you see the outcome, if you see anything related to whatever is the course related, it is not meditation, it is just the practice of some pratyahar and dharana practices. Because it is just visualization, it is just blessing, visualization, and imaginations. But the internal process does not happen in any of this. So, let us discuss about the dharana. So, Maharishi Patanjali says, Desha Bandha Chittasya Dharana. So, Desh is the confined area, Bandh is fixing, and Chittasya is your consciousness. So, basically, you are fixing your consciousness in a very confined, fixed area. Why it is needed? Because see, if you see the pratyahar, why you are doing pratyahar? So that you can withdraw all the senses and turn inwards. You can turn towards you. So that's why it is very much needed that if you are highly concentrated and focused, then only you can utilize that tool to become a realized soul by meditating and finally entering to the samadhi. So here one very important thing is that today whenever you talk to the people on whom to meditate, so somebody will tell you that you meditate on Omkar, somebody will give you Om Namah Shivaya, somebody will give you some other mantra, somebody will tell you that you follow certain other disciplines. So they all are correct. But remember one thing, this all the things are related to the Prakriti and created and generated by Prakriti. They don't come to the original object of meditation. So here we have to select the object of meditation, and on this whole planet only yoga or the Sanatan Sanskriti gives you the correct picture of object of meditation. Nobody has got evolved so much that they can guide you properly. So what yoga gives you? Yoga has already answered you that what has to be the object of meditation, on what you are supposed to meditate. Because unless and until you know what is supposed to be meditated, how you are going to get merged with that object of meditation. Then question comes that many gods and many goddesses, they are shown or presented that they have the emotions, they have the sufferings, they have all those things. So there are many misguiding forces which are running behind to really disturb the actual knowledge of reality of yoga or Sanatan. So better not to go run behind them. is all fake. Because see, there is a supreme self which is one, and that supreme self has got many subdivisions like subordinates. You can say a chairman is there, president, secretary, treasurer, and many other people are there to look after the company. Same way, there is only one supreme self, and all other Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, or whatever other names you know, all these people are basically running and supporting the whole world. And yes, there is only one Ishvara. There is only one Ishvara. There is no second Ishvara. And that's why there is only one Supreme Self. There is no second Supreme Self. Because nobody has explained Ishvara or Supreme Self the way yoga has explained. So you have to always remember, yoga can give you the ultimate path also to realize the Supreme Self. So this is the first path, dharana. So what is dharana? So dharana is fixing your chitta or your consciousness in a confined area. So when you go back in the first chapter, you learn about the different practices starting from Prakriti Layas, Videhas, then Smriti, Shraddha, Virya, consistency, all those things you have already read. I'm not going to repeat all those things, but remember those things. There he says that to finally master yoga, there is another way which is called Ishwar Pranidhan. That means total surrenderance to the Supreme Higher Self. And that Supreme Higher Self is nothing but Ishvara. So he gives you the object of meditation in the first chapter itself. If you were aware during that time, definitely by this time would have understood what I was going to tell. But if you are not, now it is very clear that Ishvara is the object of meditation. And remember, people, those who have got doubts about the Ishvara, that Ishvara is crying for his wife or Ishvara is running behind the ladies, is all nonsense. Their minds are polluted. Don't listen to those people. Because the definition of Ishvara is Klesh Karma Vipakashe Apramrisht Purush Vishesh Ishvara. He is a special Purusha who is free from all the kleshas, all the rag dvesh. So there is no running behind anybody. He is beyond all that. Then comes, he does not perform any karmas. There is no karmasayas, there is no fruitification of karmasayas, so nothing related to him. He is beyond everything. He is free from all the pains and pleasures of life. He is Ishvara. So enough of this misguiding. Fix your chitta, fix your dharana towards that Ishvara, because he is the only you can say that supreme energy, form of supreme energy, who can give you the right knowledge, who can teach you the right way of living. Because other disciplines, everybody has already seen what is happening. So yoga very clearly says that Ishvara is symbolized by the word yoga. Or if you want to understand that, or if you want to really symbolically understand that, then it is also symbolized by the word Omkar. So this Omkar can be fixed as the object of meditation, and once this object of meditation is fixed, then there is nobody who can come close to it, because this Omkar is the mother and father of all the mother and fathers in the planet. Everything is originated from Omkar only. Everything is born out of all this only. So this is the main root. And if you follow the main root, then only you will get the energy also of that main root. So once your dharana is fixed, you have selected this, yes, because yes, the power to generate, power to organize, power to destroy, power to create that sound, the resonance, and power to unite all the three forces, and then finally going beyond that power and finally becoming one with the ultimate source, or the Omkara, the Nirgun Nirakar Parabrahma Sarup. So that is Omkar. So fix your dharana on Omkar and start the next step, which is Dhyan, and then ultimately you will be able to enter in